Hey guys, it's your girl Bianca B and welcome back to my channel. So today I am giving you guys a New York apartment tour. I asked my Instagram followers what video they wanted to see and everybody wanted to see the New York apartment tour. Now I did the LA apartment tour and I kind of just want to talk to you guys before I go into this video of like why I chose this location and living in both cities. I know I did a comparison of LA versus New York, so if you are new to my channel, make sure you go and check those out before you watch this video. Everything will make sense once you look at the videos down below, and just like the last 4 or 5 videos, I kind of explain what I'm doing and why I am bi-coastal. So New York, I love New York, as I mentioned in my last video. Yeah, New York is a vibe. LA is a vibe. I love them both in different ways. And so I kind of want to talk about my New York apartment tour. So this New York apartment tour won't be an empty New York apartment tour. And the reason why I did this because I wanted to show you guys kind of like the comparison of size. We all know that New York is very small. Their apartments, a lot of their apartments, depending on which borough you live in, like, you know, they're all different. So for me, I'm not going to say what city I specifically live in just because of safety reasons, but I do want to share that when I got the phone call about my job of working for the Mel Robbins show in New York, I was like, okay, I want to be near CBS. I wanted to be near my job because I wasn't familiar with New York and the different boroughs and like how the cities work. So I knew I wanted to be somewhere like 20 minutes away, even on the train. So I wanted to be barely like super close to where I work, just because of safety reasons, just because of comfortability, and just like I wasn't familiar with subways and things like that. So I wanted to be really kind of close to my job, which the commute was super easy. And during that time when I got the job offer, it was like May 30th or something like that. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna move July 1st because my start date was July 8th. And so I was like, okay, cool, I have a month to find a place, so I'm just gonna look everywhere. So I was working for this brand, and I remember their company and a lot of their founders being from New York. So I asked them like, what is a good website? And so a lot of people get brokers in New York City to find an apartment. If you are new to the city, like, having a broker is like super cool because it's super easy. So many brokers. And so this particular website and broker, I'll try to find the website of where I found it. I forgot the name of it, but this particular broker, she was amazing, and I spoke to her and I literally signed my lease in like 2 days. I just fell in love with the apartment, and I know I could have probably found somewhere cheaper, but I was glad that she was very like communication wise, like super time efficient, and she was just amazing. So I just was like, okay, I really love this apartment and I feel like it's mine. And I actually saved my last check at Steve, and I was like, I feel like I'm gonna need this for something. And so yeah, I put it down for my deposit for my rent. So random fact. And so this apartment, what I loved about it was that it had a washer and dryer inside of the unit. I love a washer and dryer. Like, even my place now, I'm like, every place I live at moving forward must have a washer and dryer, just because of sanitary reasons, and just like I just feel comfortable with being able to wash when I want to wash. And so something else I love was like the appliances. Like, it was like super brand new. And like the shower was new. I love the fact that it's not that many people in my building. There's probably like no more than 6 of us, and it's a very small community, and I really love that. The one thing that I don't like is that we don't have a doorman, and packages tend to get lost. So I try not to, during the time when I was at work, I would just have packages sent to my job, just because like I was missing packages, and like just like the post office in New York City, like I don't know what, this was before Corona, like just all over the place, losing mail, losing packages. I remember when I got my couch delivered, the guy wouldn't even bring it up the steps. Like, it was insane. He was just like, no, I have more packages to deliver, and just left a whole huge purple couch downstairs. So I had to carry it by myself, mind you, don't know anybody. And so I was like crying because I was like so frustrated, because I'm like, this asshole could not literally help me bring the couch upstairs. So those were the things, like that's the thing I didn't like about the place, is just like no doorman and like the packages. But other than that, like everything else is fine. In New York, you get not what you pay for. A lot of people, you know, I'm from Michigan, I'm from Detroit, so like you can get a house for the amount of pricing that you pay in for both like New York and LA. Like I can get a whole block if I wanted to, like the amount of money that I spend on renting. In the future, after this and like after like film in general, I want to get a house. Like I want to save up to get a house next, just because I just really want a house. I am tired of paying like rent. I'm so tired of paying rent, and I just want to have my own property. And so that's like a big goal of mine within like the next 3 years, and it will happen. Something I liked else was like I like the appliances. I love my kitchen. If you follow me on Instagram, then you know I'm always in my kitchen. I love the kitchen here too. Like I really just love being in the kitchen. Even though I don't like to cook, like I just like being in the kitchen. It's just something about like new appliances. Because my last apartment, my very first apartment, the appliances were trash. Like it was old. It was just an old building. And so like now I really cherish like all the appliances and everything that you get. What I don't like about the place in New York is that you don't have amenities, which is most places in New York. You don't have like a gym. You don't have like, what else? A lot of places don't have gyms. They just don't have anything for what you pay for. And so my budget, I'm not gonna tell rent pricing, but I knew that I was gonna be coming out of a penny, and I was fine with that, just because the amount of money that I was making, like I was able to afford it, barely. But it was pretty pricey. Like it's no lie, like New York, like the cost of living is like way more expensive than LA, in my opinion. Because LA, you could find like if you're in the dance community, you could find roommates. You could find a place that you can literally pay like $1,000 or like $1,200. It may not be the nicest place, but you can find something affordable, rather than New York. Like everybody's on top of each other, and it's just so many people and so pricey, in my opinion. So, you know, I'm gonna show you guys, like, this is my friend Tracy. Shout out to Tracy. She is one of the founders of GoFundHer.com. Her and her boyfriend, who is also the founder of GoFundHer.com, like they just literally cleaned my place for me. And so yeah, I'm gonna show you guys like before and afters. And yeah, I love New York, but my goal is to get a house. I highly recommend people own property. That is my ultimate goal. Like I am tired of renting. The only reason why I rent is because I'm on the go and I don't really have time to sit and think. But I am grateful for both apartments. I do personally love my LA apartment way more than my New York apartment. I've just fell in love with this place just because I'm by Starbucks. I'm by like everything I need. I can walk to CVS. I have the dog park. Like everything is there. So that's why I love my LA apartment way more. So depending on, you know, because when I went to New York for the first time, I thought that I would be there for 3 years, and I didn't think that I would just be moving back and forth. Because the show didn't get renewed, like I was just like, I felt kind of fucked. So that's why I was like, okay, let me get my LA apartment just in case, because I don't know what may happen. But I know LA is a place that I will always live. Like LA is a place I call home for me, this far in my life. And I want to get a house in LA. Like I just love LA. New York is kind of temporary for me. Like I feel like I'll be there for a couple of more years, but I don't want to build a family there or anything like that. If it does happen, it happens. But yeah, if I do like stay there a long term, and I know with, you know, shows and launches, things are up and down, so I don't want to be like stuck like how I was like this go around. So I did learn my lesson about that. It's just like I should have rented a room, but I do like my own space because I am the only child and I just love being in my own space. Like I highly recommend people at some point in your life live by yourself Once you live by yourself, you will know what I mean. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this empty New York apartment tour. Comment below what kind of videos you want to see next. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and Twitter at It's Bianca B, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Bye guys.